Hello, viewers. I hope you are doing well and staying safe. A warm welcome to our special live show, Industry Talks. I, Anushka Priyadarshini, Associate Editor at Metro Rail today, welcoming you with the open heart. Viewers, today I feel very grateful to introduce our guest of the show who has achieved a great success in his career. He is retired General Manager of Indian Railways Service Mechanical Engineering from Integral Coach Factory known as ICF Chennai. He has over 36 years of rich experience in railway industry. He is also known as a creator and executor of the India's first semi-high speed state-of-the-art train 18 Vande Bharat Express, from concept design to launching on the ground. Before inviting our guest on the show, I would like to play a small video clip so that you can feel the beautifulness of the new India's new smart train.
वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस, भारत की पहली इंजन रहित सेमी हाई स्पीड ट्रेन प्रधानमंत्री नरेंद्र मोदी के न्यू इंडिया के विजन को साकार कर रही है। 97 करोड़ की लागत और 160 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटे की गति से दौड़ने में सक्षम और अधिकतम 180 किलोमीटर प्रति घंटे की गति तक चलने वाली ये ट्रेन बनी है चेन्नई की इंटीग्रल कोच फैक्ट्री आईसीएफ में सिर्फ 18 महीनों में, जिसमें है कंफर्टेबल सीट से लेकर जीपीएस पैसेंजर इंफॉर्मेशन सिस्टम, सीसीटीवी कैमरास और इमरजेंसी में ड्राइवर से बात करने के लिए टॉक बैक फैसिलिटी। साथ ही एग्जीक्यूटिव क्लास कोचेस को खास बनाती है इसमें लगी 180 डिग्री तक घूमने वाली रिक्लाइनिंग चेयर्स, मोबाइल चार्जिंग पॉइंट्स, डिफ्यूज्ड लाइटिंग और रीडिंग लाइट्स। आराम के साथ साथ सुरक्षा भी जरूरी है, तभी तो इस ट्रेन में लगे हैं ऑटोमेटेड स्लाइडिंग डोर्स और ऑटोमेटिक स्टेयर्स जो केवल ट्रेन के रुकने पर ही खुलते हैं। इस ट्रेन की सबसे खास बात तो यह है कि जहां बाकी रेलगाड़ियां दिल्ली से वाराणसी पहुंचाती हैं 13 से 15 घंटों में, वहीं वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस सिर्फ 8 घंटे में पहुंचाएगी। ये सारी बातें बनाती हैं इसे एक एडवांस ट्रेन। वैसे जानते हैं ये ट्रेन बनी है भारत में, मेक इन इंडिया के तहत। जरा सोचिए कैसा होगा जब अत्याधुनिक तकनीक से बनी ऐसी कई ट्रेनें तेज रफ्तार से भारत में विकास की पटरियों पर दौड़ेंगी, तो हम कितनी तेजी से न्यू इंडिया की ओर बढ़ेंगे। वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस, भारत की पहली इंजन रहित सेमी हाई स्पीड ट्रेन।
Let's listen to his success story in his own voice. Welcome to our today's guest of the show, Mr. Shudhanshu Mani. First, kindly accept our heartiest congratulations for your successful journey in railway industry and joining our special live interaction show, Industry Talks. Kindly tell us about your professional journey.
4 years and joined as assistant mechanical engineer. Initially, I was on the Eastern Railway in various workshops and divisions and diesel sheds. Subsequently, I also worked in RDSO and then in diesel locomotive works. Secunderabad as ADRM in South Central Railway. Then I was DRM in Bangalore. I also was fortunate to get a tenure in Berlin, Germany, in the only joint secretary level post India had at that time. Even today, I think it's only one more, which was working in a different ministry and liaisoning for Indian Railways for the entire world. So it was a good exposure and learning. And then I was CME RWF for some time, and then when I came up for posting as GM, I asked for Integral Coach Factory because as I'll tell you the story, it will become clear, but railwaymen prefer zones because it's like a mini fiefdom. So it was easy, they posted me in ICF and I retired from ICF. And after retirement has come the most enjoyable part as a retired officer, a rail consultant, a digital creator, writing blogs and books, promoting art and literature organizing conclaves for free thought, and so on. But I do look back at the canvas Indian Railways afforded me to do so many things, and I do look back with satisfaction and happiness. But as the bard has said in the play Troilus and Cressida, the Cressida says that things won are done, joy's soul lies in the doing. So those were good days to do things. And that's about all about my professional journey so far. Yeah,
All right,
can
sir.
you? Yeah.
Yes, sir. Sir, you were among one of the key people who worked on this ambitious state-of-the-art semi-high-speed train project and proudly launched it first time in India. Please tell us about Vande Bharat Express or Train 18 in your own ways.
So, as you said, there were many key people, the core team, but I was the fortunate leader. The journey is a long story, but I'll try to keep it short. It all started with a simple spreading of a message of love and empathy without overdue indulgence, and to try to rectify the human resource ethos of Indian Railways by adopting some simple leadership principles like facilitating openness, discarding all mainly protocol and hierarchical straitjackets, a gradual dismantling of these stifling, bureaucratic systems, building a culture of trust and empathy. Also welcoming ideation from all levels, while stressing importance of rectitude and probity, recognizing those who worked well with purpose and meaning, and at the same time coming down very hard on those who did not. We were able to sack some 165 employees because of various wrongdoings. Primarily, it was a journey which exploited the technical chutzpah of ICF staff and officers which existed and was waiting to be exploited. The ennui of doing the same old thing was written on their face, and it was needed channelizing, which I was able to do. I had the opportunity because ICF is a large factory. I had the vision to give India a modern train, which we had not really been able to do for last 70 years since independence because of various reasons. It's a long story short, it was not happening. I was not asked to do it, but I had the vision. Before that, I had the dream, and now I could have a vision because I was an integral coach factory with such a wonderful team of staff and officers. All it needed was motivating the team. The entire story, as has become my want, I can, kind of fold up in 3-4 sayings of my uncles. एक तो है कि एक लफ्ज से मोहब्बत का इतना सा अदना सा फसाना है, एक लफ्ज से मोहब्बत का अदना सा फसाना है, सिमटे तो दिले आशिक, फैले तो जमाना है. Which means this the story of love is very brief. If it shrinks, it is the heart of a lover, but if it expands, it is the world. That's how you start, without, as I said, without overindulgence, but break the shackles. No indulgence of the shirkers, but 98% of the workers like to work. So it worked on them. Give them a feeling of belongingness, a teamwork. And after that, you see, when you want to do something, we complain about various things all around us. It's so easy to complain. It's all right, we have concerns, we should talk about it. But our primary job is to do something in our circle of influence instead of talking a larger circle of concern. Light your own candle. शिकवा जुल्मत शम से कहीं बेहतर था कि अपने हिस्से की एक शमा जलाते जाते.
Wow.
Yeah, which means Don't complain of the night, darkness, but light your own candle. Having said that, having obtained this sanction, there were doubts of whether if the train didn't work well, who would be scapegoats, and we have not done something like this in the past of this magnitude. So we have these doubts. Our doubts are traitors and make us lose the good we oft might win by fearing to attempt. It is said by Lucio in Measure for Measure of Shakespeare, और हमारे अल्लामा इकबाल ने कहा है कि गिरते हैं शहसवार ही मैदान जंग में, वो तिफल क्या गिरे जो घुटनों के बल चले, which means unless you try and fail, you will never succeed. So this was the story, and when the story started, all we needed was motivation and hard work. Remember, मेहनत से है अजमत, ये बहादुर शाह जफर कह गए कि मेहनत से है अजमत के जमाने में नगी को, जुअल को भी, अजमत इज ग्रेटनेस, कि मेहनत से है अजमत के जमाने में नगी को, बेकाविश सीना न कभी नामवरी थी. Meaning, without great hard work, nobody gets name and fame in this world.
Wow.
So this was all, and it was basically about leadership, not to indulge in hype as most people do, unfortunately, not to talk through your hat, but you needed to talk the talk and walk the talk. So I hope I've been able to sum up the story.
Yes, sir. Okay. So, kindly brief some major projects you had worked on, and which among all of them was very challenging for you. What challenges you had faced while working on Train 18 project, from concept design to final launch?
So you've said some major projects, so I'll come to Train 18. And well, I've been involved in practically every diesel locomotive design project since 1990. It started with 3100 horsepower versions of WDM2 in WDG3A, WDP3A, WDM2C, which became WDM2, WDM3A, 3G, and so on. Then WDM3D, 3300 horsepower. After that, the twin cab version of EMD, which EMD themselves said it was not possible. We were able to design and put them in service. And then the 5500 horsepower WDG5 project, which somehow did not see the light of the day except some initial locomotive. But I'll not talk about our rolling stock. I'll briefly tell you about a simple project, seemingly simple, in Bangalore division and the station of introducing, this I'm talking about 2010 here. You see, we have people carrying our, whom we call porters or coolies, carrying 3 tier of luggage on their necks. And that's not an image. A country which has pretensions to be a developed country soon is not something you would ever see in a developed country. And this was always in my mind. I wanted to do away with this head load carried by the coolies on the station. I tried it earlier in Secunderabad and failed because the porters thought that it was going to hit their livelihood. So the trolleys were broken and so on. So in Bangalore, I started first by win over the confidence of these porters. These are poor people, totally dependent on their earnings from carrying the luggage of people. And as you know, in these days of trolley, as it is, their earning has gone down. So in the chamber of DRM, I held a meeting with about 60-65 porters, which they had never entered earlier. And I said it was not to kill their livelihood, but to support them. It was to give them dignity of labor, of not having to carry luggage on their head, but to carry it in a cart. You would continue to charge what you do today. Nobody is going to use these trolleys themselves. I only want to give you dignity and a good image to railways. Through CSR and so on, we arranged hundreds of trolleys in 3 stations, Bangalore city, which is renamed now, Yashwantpur, Bangalore, Kent, and so on. And within months, head loading was totally stopped in these stations. The porters carried the trolley, they charged the same thing, but they never had to carry it on their head,
अनुष्का
which
बोलने
gave them
सीरियस
dignity.
कंप्लेंट
As
को
you know,
ज़्यादा
Shakespeare has
विजिबल
said
कर देंगे ना,
in
सर बेचारे
Cymbeline,
कॉन्शियस हो जा रहे
the
थे कि
character, I
दवाई
think,
दो.
Imogen says, but clay differs in dignity, whose dust is both alike. All of us are same. It's not that my dignity is more important than your dignity. Even the lowliest paid person has a dignity which must be respected. So this was the principle, and I was able to implement it in 2010 when no station on Indian Railways had a airport like hand cart. Slowly the thing withered away and so on. I'll not get into it, but as long as I was there with the support of the staff, we were able to implement it and it gave me a lot of satisfaction. About Train 18, I just told you the challenges were many because it was being done for the first time. Certain consultants were employed for drawings and design that we thought we were not capable of, but we didn't want to go to a company. We wanted to give it to a consulting company who has no future stake in supplies, who will only be interested in giving you a good design. Uh, but they sat with our people day and night over video conference or otherwise so that our people learnt so that in future they don't face this challenge. There were similar challenges. Main was to stick to the timeline of 18 months because a project of this magnitude takes 42 months, 36 months minimum. But we had to burn our midnight oil to make sure that the train was out in 18 months, 19 months. Ultimately, it was possible in 18 months. So there were challenges were many, but the team was great and we were able to overcome all that.
All right. So you have recently wrote and published. Sir, can you hear me? Sir, can you hear me, sir?
Yes, go ahead, go ahead.
Okay, okay. So you have recently wrote and published a book titled My Train Eating Story.
Oh,
Kindly
yes.
highlight some insights of the book. What inspired you to write the particular book?
Okay, so right now, fortunately, I have a copy of the book in my hand. So, first highlight is I want to show it to the viewers. It is available on Amazon. It was a pleasure all the way, and what motivated me, well, there are two, three things which were important. You see, after the train was put in service, it got so much of name and fame which we didn't expect because after all, it was just a train. But I think people loved it because they saw a modern train done entirely in India from concept to design to delivery. So this was a story waiting to be told so that people get inspired. And in India, we have so much of inherent energy to come up with new products, which is really waiting to happen. This was one motivation. Then there was some negativity which engulfed the project. I'll not try to go into it. It's all resolved, more or less resolved now with the coming of the new railway minister. But at some point, when I lost the motivation to write the book, which I was in the process of, because of this negativity, the motivation was rekindled because I felt that the team which was suffering, unfortunately, I owe it to them to write this book so that they meet the due recognition because it was really a story of teamwork, officers and staff. I was not able to name all of them in the book. I did name the key persons, but I did say that it was, I mean, the story underline is about the teamwork of ICF. So this was the second motivation. And of course, when I realized that something which has been appreciated by the country has been done, so I must chronicle it. And that's how I was able to complete this book. And thanks to thanks to you all, it has met with good response because I have not looked for any financial gains from this book. My aim is only to convey that a lot of things are possible in India, and I hope even if I'm able to inspire, or the team is able to inspire some projects, it would be a very satisfying job well done.
All right, sir. Prime Minister Narendra Modi, on his Independence Day speech, that is on 15th August 2021, committed to launch one Vande Bharat Express train every week. But more than 12 weeks are over, we have not seen any new such train on the ground. What is your opinion on this? Where do you see the failure?
Well, I will not call it a failure, first of all. The failure that happened was whatever was happening, says, in 2019 and 2020, the negativity I talked about. But Prime Minister had always been talking about this train as a symbol of aspirational India. So his vision, his dream existed. It was only at ground level that small minds were damaging the project. At earlier, we could have said that नई निगाह में मंजिल तो जस्तजू ही सही, नहीं विसाल मयस्सर तो आरज़ू ही सही. We're
Wow.
not able to do it, but and that there is a wish to do it is good enough. But not really good enough, because the same poet Faiz has also said कि ये आरज़ू भी बड़ी चीज है मगर हमदम, विसाल है यार फकत आरज़ू की बात नहीं.
Wow.
So सिर्फ आरज़ू से काम नहीं होना था, करना था. तो ये जब से ये नए रेल मंत्री आए हैं, इसको बहुत अच्छा ट्रस्ट मिला है. अभी तो उनको आए हुए चंद महीने हुए हैं, तो फेलियर का अभी सवाल नहीं उठता है. तो इन 12 महीने में क्या हुआ, इस पे मत जाइए. दो चीजें हैं. यहाँ भी मैं अब चाचा के पास जाता हूँ. देखिए, मर्चेंट ऑफ वेनिस में पोर्शिया ने एक जगह कहा है कि इफ टू डू वर एज इजी एज टू नो व्हाट वर गुड टू डू, chapels had been churches and poor men's cottages princesses palaces. मतलब अगर करना उतना आसान होता जितना जानना कि क्या करना है, तो फिर क्या बात है. तो जो जान तो गए हैं, करना है उसको. इसमें मेहनत लगेगी, इसमें हिम्मत लगेगी, बिकॉज आपको अच्छा सामान खरीदना है, आपको मोटिवेट करना है स्टाफ को. तो मुझे उम्मीद है कि ये सब काम अब आईसीएफ में हो रहा है, जैसे मेरे को रिपोर्ट है. नए जीएम वहाँ पे जो हैं एंड सो ऑन. और जैसा मैंने सुना है कि काम लग के कर रहे हैं लोग. टीम तो अच्छी है ही, और पुरानी टीम के मेंबर्स भी कुछ वापस आ गए हैं, की मेंबर्स. तो जैसा मैं सुन रहा हूँ कि अप्रैल मई में प्रोटोटाइप 2 निकलेंगे, टेस्ट होंगे, और उसके 5-6 महीने बाद या और जल्दी भी हो सकता है, लगातार सीरीज में ट्रेनें निकलेंगी. So there is something to look forward to. This should not be called a failure. It should be something where they are expected to do well, and they should be motivated without losing themselves in small things of the world, which unfortunately रेलवे में जिसका एक डर रहता है हमेशा. So I'm hopeful that things would really work out.
All right. So, recently we have covered a story regarding Indian Railways' target to launch the third Vande Bharat Express by March 2022. What new changes you want to see in new trains in comparison to previous trains already running on two routes?
जी जी जी. So देखिए, ऐसा है कि आपने मार्च 22 कहा है. मार्च नहीं होगा, अप्रैल हो जाएगा, उससे फर्क नहीं पड़ता. अप्रैल में हो जाए. तो थर्ड वंदे भारत एक्सप्रेस तो आने वाली है. और मैं तो यही कहूंगा कि देखिए, जो नया स्पेक बनाया गया, अनफॉर्चुनेटली वो कुछ कुछ इस लिहाज से बनाया गया था कि प्रोजेक्ट को डिरेल करो. डेकोरेटिव चेंजेस हैं, जैसे फास्टर एक्सेलरेशन, जिसका कोई मतलब नहीं था. उस फास्टर एक्सेलरेशन से ट्रैवल टाइम में कोई बचत नहीं होगी. यू विल नॉट बी एबल टू सेव इवन 3 मिनट्स बिटवीन वाराणसी एंड दिल्ली, फॉर एग्जाम्पल. It was just a paper exercise, but anyway. और ride, improvement in ride, fair enough. But आप किसी से भी पूछिए जो who has traveled in the train, after all, proof of the pudding is in the eating. He will tell you, compared to LHB coaches, the ride of train 18, which is running now, is much better. So that was some kind of a red herring, but अब गड़े मुर्दे उखाड़ने से फायदा नहीं, हो चुका. जो लर्निंग मिली है ट्रेन 18 जो चल रही है उसमें मैं ये जरूर कहूंगा कि सीट जो है इकोनॉमी क्लास की वो स्लाइड फॉरवर्ड वाली है, वो रिक्लाइनिंग टाइप बननी चाहिए. सो देयर वर सम कंप्लेंट्स ऑफ डिस्कम्फर्ट एंड आई एम श्योर आईसीएफ इज गोइंग टू डू दैट. देयर वर कंप्लेंट्स अबाउट स्पेस फॉर केटरिंग, तो वो आई होप इज बीइंग एड्रेस्ड. इस तरह की दो चार छोटी छोटी चीजें हैं. शॉर्ट टर्म में एक और दिक्कत है उसमें कि वो जो नोज है इसकी विच गिव्स इट दी आइडेंटिटी, उसको नहीं हटा सकते आप, वो डैमेज हो जाती है कैटल के आने से. अब इसका सोल्यूशन क्या है? आप कोई भी मटेरियल, स्ट्रॉन्ग मटेरियल भी लगा दीजिए, अगर 130 140 जिस पे चलती है ये, 160 तो भी दूर की बात है, उस पे अगर ये कोई कैटल को हिट करती है तो वो डैमेज होगा ही, कोई भी मटेरियल लगाए. तो अब सोल्यूशन क्या है? सोल्यूशन तो यही है कि लॉन्ग टर्म में कैटल फ्री करिए ट्रैक्स को. यू कैन नॉट बिल्ड अ नोज विच इज कैटल रन ओवर प्रूफ. या जब तक नहीं हो रहा है तो आप ये नोज के स्पेयर रखिए, जब डैमेज हो जाए तो बदलिए, बिकॉज दैट इज व्हाट गिव्स द एस्थेटिक्स, द लुक, द आइडेंटिटी टू द ट्रेन. लॉन्ग टर्म में, दैट इज लॉन्ग टर्म मीन्स 3 to 4 years, I would like to see train 18 in an aluminum version so that it is lighter, aesthetically better, more energy efficient. It's already more energy efficient than loco haul train, far more energy efficient. But और ज्यादा होगी. Future of train business is in aluminum. और एक चीज और मैं कहूंगा कि इसमें आईसीएफ को आइदर कोलैबोरेशन करके या कोई भी मैकेनिज्म हो, पॉसिबल है, टिल्टिंग मैकेनिज्म इसमें होना चाहिए जिससे ये और ट्रैवल टाइम कट डाउन कर सकेगा. इवन जो ट्रैक आप थ्योरेटिकली 160 के लिए क्लियर करेंगे, उसमें दिस ट्रेन वुड बी एबल टू रन एट 180 ऑल्सो विदाउट डिस्कम्फर्ट. राइड में तो ये पास होने वाली है. सो इसके लिए अभी से काम करना है. So I hope that work for improving train 18 to next level starts. I don't think it is being done right now, but I hope it happens.
All right, sir. So, metro is running in India since more than 38 years. Indian Railways was the one who launched the first metro rail system in Kolkata in 1982. Indian Railways is already manufacturing coaches for their conventional railway project, but still it has not entered into metro coach manufacturing business. Could you please highlight some major reasons behind this?
Yeah. नहीं, इसमें मेजर रीजन नहीं, इसमें एक ही रीजन है कि देखिए 1980s में जब when metro started, the stock was built by Indian Railways in ICF. You may not like that train that much in international competition, but it was the lifeline, it was a success story. When DMRC started in late 90s, the funding agencies, international funding agencies, put some restrictions about procurement of rolling stock. Okay, so those conditions basically made Indian manufacturers or Indian railway manufacturers ineligible. So far so good, पहली मेट्रो बन रही थी, बट ये लेगेसी जो है वो तब की ये 25 साल से चली आ रही. अब आप इन ए मेट्रो ट्रेन एंड इन ए सबर्बन ट्रेन ऑफ मुंबई, क्या फर्क है? फर्क सिर्फ खूबसूरती का है. मेट्रो ट्रेन आर मोर एस्थेटिकली बेटर लुकिंग. आप सर्विस पे जाइए तो सबर्बन की जो सर्विस है इज मोर स्ट्रिंजेंट देन मेट्रो. एक थर्ड पार्टी सिग्नलिंग इक्विपमेंट मेट्रो के कोचेज में लगता है, जो कि इट इज अ थर्ड पार्टी इक्विपमेंट, वेरी इजीली इट कैन बी अकोमोडेटेड. तो मेरी आज तक समझ में नहीं आया कि व्हाई इंडियन मैन्युफैक्चरर्स of coaches as well as sub-assemblies like traction, propulsion, brake and so on, why they are kept out. तो ये आत्मनिर्भर जो मेट्रो के रेफरेंस में है, ये तो शैम है एकदम, because it supports only multinationals. Now they may say we manufacture in India, so it is आत्मनिर्भर. It is not. आत्मनिर्भरता आती है टेक्नोलॉजी डेवलपमेंट से. टेक्नोलॉजी बोरोइंग या चुराने या उधार लेने से नहीं आती. इनकी टेक्नोलॉजी तो हमारी है ही नहीं. एक भी इंडियन टेक्नोलॉजी की मेट्रो कोच नहीं है. या कोरिया की है, या यूरोप की है, या जापान की है, या व्हाटएवर. तो ये शर्मनाक है. जबकि कंट्री में इतनी कैपेबिलिटी एग्जिस्ट करती है. Suburban, Mumbai Suburban is an example. To bar the Indian manufacturer is a shameful story. I hope somebody takes note and solves it. And same thing is going to happen with RRTS also. आप ट्रेन 18 की तारीफ के पुल बांध रहे हैं, मोदी जी भी बांध रहे हैं, तमाम लोग बांध रहे हैं, बट जब आरआरटीएस बनाने की बात आई 160 किलोमीटर, तो आईसीएफ उसमें एलिजिबल नहीं है. ये पैराडॉक्स है हमारे देश का, वेयर पीपल हैव आइदर नो कॉन्फिडेंस इन देमसेल्व्स और दे आर टू एनामर्ड बाय फॉरेन सप्लायर्स और अदर रीजंस बियॉन्ड ऑनेस्टी, इंटेग्रिटी, जो भी हो. पर ओवरऑल खेल ये है. जिस दिन इसको कोई एड्रेस कर लेगा, आप देखिएगा, ठीक है, पहली बार हो सकता है विदेशों जैसी ट्रेन ना बने, बट विद इन ईयर्स इंडिया विल बी solid manufacturer, including ICF and other places also, of designing and manufacture metro trains, and at some point it will export also. अब अभी आप किसी मल्टीनेशनल की फैक्ट्री से आपने बनाया, एक्सपोर्ट कर दिया, तो इसमें आत्मनिर्भर कुछ नहीं है. ये तो यू आर लाइक अ लो एंड वर्कर फॉर अ लार्जर फॉरेन कंपनी. तो ये मेरा स्ट्रॉन्ग व्यू है इसमें, बट आई होप पीपल सी रीजन सून. अभी तो नहीं सुन रहा है कोई.
All right, sir. Sir, what message you want to convey for the new generation people working in railway industry?
Okay. So I hope the success, if I may call it, of Train 18 should serve as an example. That's what as I said, I wrote in my book. 1,000, people loved it because they saw it, as I said, as a symbol of aspirational India, of something of their own. It was just a train. Why did it get so much coverage? What's so great about a train? Because people thought that India is making progress toward self-reliance, and it is something of our own. And let me tell you, 1,000, a million such projects are possible in India because we have great talent, and that talent has to burgeon. But first requirement I will convey to leaders, that please exploit this potential of Indians, and then tell all the talent that we have. Again, I'll go to poet Faz, कि अगर शरर है तो भड़के, शरर मीन्स चिंगारी, अगर शरर है तो भड़के, जो फूल है तो खिले, तरह तरह की तलब तेरे रंग लब से है. India is looking at you to develop great technologies and projects, and it is well within your grasp, given the empathetic and strong, determined leadership. It's very much possible. So that would be my message.
All right, sir. Anything else you want to share with our viewers in respect to latest technology trends in rail and metro sectors?
No, well, I have spoken enough, and I hope I have been able to convey what I feel strongly. The takeaway for me would be only two things. I would only say that, again, I'm at the risk of repetition, I'm saying a great talent exists in the country. It needs to be channelized through strong, purposeful, empathetic leadership. I hope that happens. And Train 18 was a small example. Much bigger things can be done. And number two, government is the spender. I can't expect people say private industry जो है R&D नहीं करती. Fine, they have to look at a bottom line. अरे government is a big spender. Encourage them. Make such contracts that Indian companies come up with R&D, which you place an order on them in large numbers. Pay them only after they deliver. Possible. Don't give them a large development fee or anything. I'm sure many of the industries would be willing to come and develop products. But give them that arrangement, encouragement, and the sky is the limit, I tell you. So much of, as I keep saying, so much of talent and purpose and experience is now available that we can do wonders. I'm with one caveat. I'm not saying that we should be we should not be a, again, as Uncle says, Uncle Shakespeare, we should not be a foolish wit. That I'm wise, but actually you're a fool. You think you can do anything. You should be wisely foolish. That means you should know what you can do. Challenge yourself to 10, 20, 30, 40% of what you can do. Don't challenge yourself to 200, 300%. Where you're not there, Borrow, collaborate, but learn while doing it. And where you can challenge yourself, go ahead and do it without doubt, because failures are a stepping stone to success.
All right, so by now it's very obvious that you are very fond of shairis. So that we'll wrap this interview with anything of your choice, any shairi of your choice. We'll just wrap it up.
That is difficult, but I will do it on a funny note about what happens with bureaucracy.
Okay.
Then, uh, if I hope I have been able to remember, it's a long one, but it describes the state, and it is changing, but it should change faster. कि दिन रात तुम्हारी महफिल में दिन रात की बातें होती है, कुछ बात नहीं होती, लेकिन बेबात की बातें होती हैं.
Wow.
जिस बात की बातें होती हैं उस बात की कोई बात नहीं, और जिस बात की कोई बात नहीं उस बात की बातें होती है. जिस बात में इतनी बात पड़ी उस बात में कोई बात न थी. जब बात पे बात आ जाती है तब बात की बातें होती हैं. So as I said, you have to talk the talk and walk the walk, and this is to be done by bureaucracy. I will not blame any politician for it. और वही बार बार मैं कहता हूँ कि मतलब की चीजें होने लगे, यही तमन्ना है और यही गुजारिश है.
Okay, so all right, sir. Thank you so much for joining us, giving your time to us. Thank you so much. Khushbu, please take
Pleasure.
over from here.
Pleasure.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you, Anushka. Thank you, viewers, for having live with us. I hope you all enjoyed today's session. Please take a good
Bye-bye.
care of your health, and we will meet with another episode with another amazing industry leaders. Thank you so much, guys. If you are a leading company which is working in infrastructure, metro rail, railways and transportation industry, you can join our next episode Industry Talks. To fix the schedule, you can contact me on my email ID grobiz@urbantransportnews.com, or you can directly contact me on my number 9343558967. For better reach of your company, product and services, sponsorship option is also available. I would love to serve you. For more details, you can log in our website www.urbantransportnews.com or www.metrorailtoday.com. Thank you so much.